What's up, Wicked?
Oh, I'm crushed. My boys lost. So they're out of the SEC tournament, but they still have the NCAA. But that's okay.
Move your head. You don't have a wig on.
Mm-mm. No, I can't move my head. Hi, everybody. I can't move my head at the moment. I'm actually very uncomfortable, but it'll be worth it. Hi, Barbie. Hey, oh, it's Ruth Ann's birthday. Everybody wish Ruth Ann a happy birthday. What? Jesus Christ, Cody. Don't die when you're wishing her a happy birthday.
I've been sick.
Hello, MW. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Mia Clark. Hello, Linda S. Jewel, Bougie Brooklyn, Cat Lover, Beverly, Susie Q, Kimmy,
Gimme, gimme.
Cody.
Ruth Ann.
He's such an idiot. Let's see who else is here. I think I'm good. Did I get everybody? I'll be on camera in a hot second. My glam squad is still, I'm very late as always. So we're still going. Hello, Marielle. So yeah, tonight we're gonna go over the reunion for Beverly Hills. I mean, like the first two parts were kind of lame in my books that didn't need covering because nothing was really said, really. So I didn't feel like there was a need. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to keep asking that. So just a little bit of light housekeeping. If you have not seen my link for MTT's birthday Amazon wish, check that out. She's gonna reinvigorate her channel, and there's a lot of stuff on there that she could use. So and it's very cheap. It's nothing crazy. Also, we are bringing back the slumber party tomorrow night.
Woot, slumber party.
Yeah, it's been I think 2 years since we've done one, and it'll be on the Real Housewife tier. So the high tier, we're gonna bring back the slumber party. If you've been to the other slumber parties that we've had, they're always a little wild.
They are
So
fun.
much so that we haven't done one in 2 years. So we're gonna bring back the slumber party tomorrow night for the Real Housewife member level.
Ooh, are we gonna do a keg stand this time?
And we might do a giveaway. So it'll be fun. Join.
Well worth the upgrade.
Yeah, just join. It's there. Jules will be up. Sophie will be up. I just started playing around with the idea, so there'll be a lot of us up, and it's gonna be a blast. So there's that.
I'll be there.
I'm not. Usually I start them at 10 because they're a slumber party, so it's usually like later. But around 9, 10, around then, that's what. Yeah, you have to wear pajamas. And it's usually a hoot. Oh, there's wait. Oh, I thought that was Brooklyn Girl. Brooklyn Girl should be joining us in a second or two. Let me just text her real quick.
9, 10, 12:30.
Yeah, it's a slumber party, so you don't want to start it too early because no one's, it's like it's a late night type of thing. Hey, Brooks Knows. I was gonna text you earlier today and I forgot to. I'm so happy you're here though. I gotta talk to you.
Hey, Dobby.
So with all that being said, hey Teresa, let's start the show and I'll play my intro and then you'll see how beautiful I am. So
teeny tiny shots. You give your
Not the teeny tiny shot.
so sorry, that one got away from me. Here we go.
That one on. He is. He's fabulous. And he's on the inside. Hold that one on. And he's on the
So I'm here.
I love your single tendril in the front.
Let me tell you how long it took for this curl to sit the way it's sitting on my head. My forehead will be completely broken out tomorrow, but it's worth it. And see, I
I
have
could use more than just hair gel.
I have my hoops in. I don't know if you could tell, but
Oh,
they have
hey.
going in. Hello. And you know, it was the last part of the tell-all, so I had to do it proper. In my little
Well, you look dashing.
my little red Dorit Riding Hood look. So
Oh, you look dapper. There you go.
I think I
Very
look chic is the word you want to
Chic.
use.
Okay, yeah.
I
So
look
chic.
To me, chic.
I think I look chic. So I mean, I really did try to, get Dorit's energy.
I think without the beard, you would have like nailed it.
I think so
Do you
too.
want the wind chime, John?
No, I don't need the wind. I don't need the chic wind chimes. I don't at all.
Well, I have
love
Jamie
it.
Lee Curtis in the kitchen, so if you need anything,
Yeah. How did you get it to stay?
hook in with Jamie.
A lot of product.
A lot of stuff I
A lot of hairspray and gel
You can
and
ask the Glam Squad now, but that's secrets. That's another line.
oh, wicked! A girl never tells about her fashion. Like I can't do her accent. No, even Dorit can't do her own accent, so I can't. I can't do her accent.
So just speak in tongues, speak in English, and speak in like a.
Garcelle, I said I was sorry 100 times already.
You know, just like say peak high, and that kind of gets you in the
Me and PK are living separately but together. We spend separate lives together. He lives in London separately, and I live here in Encino separately. But we are together but separate and living apart, but not apart.
John,
yes. Well, we're very happy for you and PK.
I love my Bubba. Hi, Bubba. Where's my Bubba?
Hi, Bubba.
Me and PK are as. And I have my glass tonight. It's caucus out, Sutton. So yes, I do enjoy my beverages. Caucus out.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was funny because there were like a couple of comments like, "What does carcass out mean?" And it's like kind of like when you're in the South and you go to a hamburger, they ask you if you want it fully dressed. It means like, do you want everything on it?
Right.
No, as a bartender, I take carcass out as you just want the rind, and you don't want any of the meat on the fruit.
Yeah,
So
well, I
it's
knew
like-
it was
so
like the
it's like a
squeeze.
twist. Really, is what that's called, a twist.
Yeah.
Different everywhere. Like, but I know exactly what what kids saying because when they say like you want the carcass out, like they give you everything, like boom, boom, boom. Like
Well,
they
that's how
just
I see
show it
carcass
on a
out.
platter and here
Yeah.
you go.
If
Fill your
Dorit
own
came to me and said, "I want a carcass out, Mr. Yates," I'd be like, "Okay, Miss Kelmsley," and I would just give her a twist,
Yeah. Because that's pretty much what she wants.
but fancy.
Yeah.
A twist sounds fancy enough already. Why you gotta say carcass out?
Exactly.
Why gotta think about carcass when I want to drink?
I agree.
Or carcass
This is
or anything
fancy.
else, but just say twist.
All right. So, hello everybody. Thank you.
Don't forget to look in the back for Brooklyn.
Breaking news! I just got robbed again. Sorry, I was too much into character.
I left my purse in the dressing room while I went and shopped in the store and didn't expect anyone to take my wallet.
Guys, I just took out $40 cajillion out of the ATM to pay Christmas bonuses with, and I just left it at Marshall's because I shop there. Right, like Dorit's ever been in a Marshall's.
Maybe TJ Maxx.
Well, I don't know. Maybe PK really does have her on a budget, and now she has to go to
You
Marshall's.
never know.
Imagine seeing Dorit at a Marshall's, like buying
She'd probably be wearing the same
40% off jeans. So the first two parts of the reunion were kind of weak in my books, so I didn't think there was a need to discuss them. Like, was there anything from the first two parts that was like revolutionary that you could think of?
Other than Anne Marie pronounces her name Anna Maria.
And Andy keeps calling her Anne Marie, and which is
Yes.
fun. Do we think Anne Marie is going to be back next season?
No.
I don't think so either.
I mean, I know that she and her husband had like a controversy at the beginning of the season, and like we literally only saw him like once or twice.
Did we? Oh yeah, you're right. Because I can't remember seeing her husband. And then
Yeah,
don't
I
forget,
mean, he was at the white party.
it also took her like 10 episodes to be shown on. Right? Remember we kept caps. I'm like, where is she? Like, does this woman exist?
Well, I don't even think like she was part of the intro initially, and then
Wasn't.
15 episodes in, they're finally adding her.
I'm mad that you guys can't see the hoops because having these
I
suitcases
see the hoops.
are very painful. I'm not gonna lie; they're pinching my ears like crazy.
I take it they're hoops then, or not hoops. They're not pierced.
No, my ears are pierced, but I don't have them through the holes because I don't trust this metal, and I don't want to put. So they're really pinching me, really, really bad. But
So they're what do they call them? The
yes, exactly that.
clips is what.
No, you're supposed to put them through your ear, but I'm looking at this. I'm like, no, I'm not putting, I'm not putting that through my ear.
Yeah,
sorry.
They can boot Crystal and they can boot Anna Maria or Anna Marie, not Maria, but Anna Marie.
Crystal, I think her time is up. Like, she really brings nothing to the table either, ever. But
she likes stirring the pot.
Now she does. I mean, she got more interesting now, but then she stirred the pot and it kind of like fell back on her. Like,
Yeah.
She's no Lisa Rinna. I mean,
no, it's like she gently swirls the pot, not even like a good stir.
Maybe if she gets another season, she'll get better at it. I don't know. But let's talk about this part 3 when Kathy comes out. And crazy that Kathy comes out, who didn't have 1 second of airtime.
And she stayed the whole episode. Like a woman who did not see a scene.
No, according to Kathy, she watches the clips. Oh, I've seen all the clips. I just want to be like Kathy's friend and like know her lingo, like when she says something, because she's always so off. Like, I've seen every clip on the interwebs.
I was a little shocked that she was on the whole episode.
I thought that, Kim was on a few episodes. I thought they would have brought Kim out.
Right.
Like that. Or even Denise for a hot minute. But no, they brought out Kathy, who was not on the show, not one bit. So, which I was there for. I love Kathy. So, Kathy got some heat. We'll get into it in a second. So it kind of starts off with Sutton. Now, do we understand, I'm usually pro Sutton and I like Sutton a lot. But Sutton's whole attack thing on Kyle, you've been mean to me this whole season, Kyle. That's not what I saw on TV. I think Sutton's being super, super extra with this whole vendetta against Kyle. I don't know.
And I think, as Denise said, watch the show.
And that got Denise where?
Exactly. I'm just like, you were going after Kyle a lot this season. And
the whole season. I mean,
and then she was like, I never brought up your marriage. Okay, well, but you were like, is there anything in your personal life you want us to know about? And then, you have Garcelle say, with your marriage, what about the ring? Well, I thought it was, a makeup present.
Garcelle is Sutton's wingman. And I love Garcelle because Garcelle's not afraid to be like, she's talking about your marriage, girl. I'm there for Garcelle, and Garcelle's been a lot more vocal. My issue with Garcelle when she first started was that, she would save everything for the confessional and she would never say it to their faces. But now Garcelle is saying it to their faces, point blank. So
right.
Garcelle's come a long way.
But, and maybe I don't understand the whole microaggression thing, but her and Crystal are just so, and I'm glad, I wish Garcelle would explain herself more for people like me who don't necessarily understand the whole microaggression thing, but not so far as Crystal where you can't play Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
because, that's self-explanatory.
Let's just skate right around that and go on because no, I don't need a million people saying no. Okay, so Sutton's mad that Teddy was like, on the podcast saying that she has a drinking problem, that Kyle didn't defend her. And Kyle's like, well, I didn't defend her, but I also didn't add anything to it. Like, I just kept quiet.
But I think it was alluded to that she had a drinking problem. I mean, come on, for the love. She carries Red Ruby grapefruit juice around so that she's, fully stocked.
Girl likes her vodka and a grapefruit juice. What can I say? I don't
apparently
know.
She's very particular about her grapefruit.
It's funny. I can't eat chicken without vinegar. Okay, so we went to Medieval Times over here in Jersey. This is like, I don't know, God, 7 or 8 years ago, a while ago. And like the menu for Medieval, I kind of want to go back. We should all go to Medieval Times together. It was kind of fun and wasn't. But I don't know. It was okay. I would go back again. But knowing that they had to serve, and they don't give you utensils either. Like you have to eat like with your hands. And I'm like, oh no.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been there. It looks like a lot of fun.
It is. Like, they give you like a show and like it's cute. But I was like, I can't eat chicken A without vinegar and B without like silverware. So like we had to like, I had to bring in like a ramekin of sealed vinegar. And my friend had to put it in her purse, and like we all had like plastic silverware. So I'm like, I'm not eating this shit with like my hands.
That seems like, I mean, I get the whole Medieval Times, but it seems rather barbaric for me, unless it's like fried chicken.
No, I mean, hey Brooklyn.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
How are you all?
Oh, hello, Brooklyn girl. Oh,
what is happening this evening?
What? You didn't see Dorit's reunion look?
Oh, John, you're spot on.
Hello.
Aside from the full-on beard, you're practically Dorit.
Like right?
That's
like,
what I said.
A lot of people are having a hard time like distinguishing us apart. Like they're like, oh my God, John, you have Dorit Kemsley. Oh,
that's what happened. That is literally what happened. I just signed on, and I was like, "Is that John? How did he get Dorit for an interview?"
Right. I mean, we are working hard lately at Club Yates.
Well, I will. Yes, you are, my friend. Yes, you are.
J. Yates Enterprises. We're really like, pumping things.
I'm telling you, that one last night was like, whoa.
And
I missed that. I meant to. We've been busy at work, and I haven't been able to listen to, like.
Well, you have to do it, Wicked, because that was one interesting man.
Okay, and like, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. One of our friends that has been on my panel before a few times actually texted me today and said, oh my God, I can't believe you had Scott on last night. I slept with him a few years back before the show.
No.
Yes.
Stop.
No.
Yes.
Were they on the cast?
No. One of my friends that have been on this panel here and there, still friends with, probably haven't seen her in a while, but yeah, and I'm like, wow. So we're gonna.
How coincidental is that?
Because I was like, when I woke up to, I'm like, shut up. But yeah, one of my.
Well, if you haven't seen them in a while, then Sophie's out.
And that's like how far my panelists go to get the real scoop. I mean, like I'm telling you, we really do our homework here. Like, in fact, we do it so much in advance. We do it before the show's even aired. So
there you go. Listen, I think that Scott has. I'm not surprised because I think that guy has gone around and around. He went around again. Then he came back and went around again.
He backed up, went around again.
Went around again.
Nobody. It's not a cast member. It's not a cast member from any show. I promise you.
Wow.
But that'll be interesting. I'm like, oh my God, you got to come up and talk about it. So
very interesting.
All right. So back to Beverly Hills. So Kathy comes out, and Sutton starts like her legs start shaking before.
Okay, can we?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
She pulled a Jasmine. I'm sorry.
You think Sutton's a little dramatic?
Yes.
Just a tad.
100%. I think
I like
she may
her a
have
lot,
had,
but she's weird. She's strange in so many ways.
I think that she was literally afraid of Kathy. She faked a panic attack. And I think she and Garcelle were like, okay, now Garcelle, I'm going to have a panic attack. You're going to have to go to the hospital. You're going to have to go to the ER with me, but we'll really just go to dinner early.
And Kathy's like, what's wrong with her? Girl, you're 49. You should get used to hot flashes. Like, Kathy was not like giving her any room.
Is Sutton 49?
I get, according to Kathy, but
Because I have to tell you, in my opinion, she's a beautiful woman, but I really thought she was older. She looks older. I don't know if it's because
I would agree. I think
I don't know if it's because she's so thin.
52.
I don't really
52?
know why I
52.
feel that way.
All right, so Kathy was off by a few years, so she's 52.
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought she was older, but all right.
And it was clear that when you saw Sutton's face, it looks like she saw a ghost when Kathy starts walking out. And Sutton's like, and they do play the clip of Kathy telling Kyle at the party where Denise wore the jacket backwards that she got into a fight with Kathy, and then Kathy used the phone, and I think it was a way bigger fight than she let on to.
I have to tell you, I think that Kathy, like, she comes off like silly and goofy and clueless, but I think in a fight, Kathy is brutal. I think that Kathy is brutal. I like her a lot, but I really think that in a fight, she is brutal.
Yeah, I think she's go for the jugular.
Absolutely. Hands down. I think people are scared of her for a reason.
I mean, well, Erica was saying it, like, they played the clip of Erica saying, like, well, Kathy, like, if you get like a phone call from, Kathy runs Beverly Hills, and I believe that.
Yeah, me too. I think Kathy pulls strings. I think she's a professional at acting dumb. I think some of it's genuine, some of it's silly and funny. Yes, some of it's real, but I think that she runs shit. Bottom line.
Oh, she was definitely working on her acting chops. And I'm not saying that like 100% of what Sutton was going through was faked. I'm saying when she eats the banana, her hand is fine, but when she hands her the water, it's like.
I mean, like her blood pressure was high, right? Like
right. And that happens when you have a panic attack.
Yeah.
That's true.
So am I saying that she didn't have a panic attack? No, but I'm saying that her symptoms were a little exaggerated.
And Amber was like, someone call 911, and the paramedics out there like, hi, we're the paramedics. We are 911. Like, if we need to take you to the hospital, we already have transport. Like, I don't, the whole thing was so, I don't know. I don't know.
Suspect. Oh, no, I don't want to go via, ambulance. And like Anna Marie, who's, whatever her title is, didn't seem overly concerned about her. That we saw.
To me, like, Sutton was afraid to go toe to toe to Kathy, and Kathy said, well, that's funny. I was coming for her next, and like, what a great way to get out of it is to not be here.
Right. I do think, yes, she did have a panic attack, but she exaggerated a lot. I mean,
I don't know. Like, people, I know Kathy is getting a lot of heat for, for kind of laughing it off. I mean, Erica was laughing it off too with her. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I think that she saw Kathy. She was scared shitless of what Kathy was going to say to her because of last year's reunion with Kathy versus Renna. And Sutton just decided to shut it down.
I agree with Wicked. I think bottom line, she did not want to see Kathy, and she told Garcelle ahead of time that was exactly what was going to go down if Kathy came in.
Right, because Andy's like, well, this has never happened. Okay, what was Garcelle going to do other than sit with her friend?
Right.
Like, okay, Garcelle, you can come back and film. I mean, is she like her emotional support person?
I guess, but I don't see why Garcelle needed a reason to leave either. Like, you know, she could have went back to the trailer with her and like calmed her down and then came back to set. But like, you know, Garcelle had nothing to hide from anybody. So I don't. If I were Garcelle, I would have stayed. You know, I would have tended to Sutton and then came back and at least finish out the I don't know. I
Right.
don't.
I think that.
I mean, it's
I
never
think
happened before.
Well, I mean, didn't Sutton say at the beginning of the year, hey, Johnny Mac, didn't
Hey,
Sutton
Johnny
say
Mac.
at the beginning of the year, like after, you know, the reunion, Kathy called her and was like, you know, you didn't come to my defense, yada, yada, yada. I mean, you know, Sutton doesn't want to be off the Christmas card list.
But I think it comes with a lot of other things. I think that the power is so strong that Kathy can make or break your paycheck, your social status, your relationship status. I think that it's a big hold she's got on them.
Oh, I'm sure one call from Kathy Hilton will get you disinvited from every. It will get you probably blackballed, blacklisted. From
because I didn't realize Hilton and Highland was the name of her husband's real estate firm.
Yeah.
So, because I thought it was like an intersection at a street because, you know, there was a show and I can't remember which one, but they would always be like, you know, we're at the corner of, you know, Hilton and Highland. So I'm like, okay, it's, you know, a cross street, but apparently no, it's the name of the agency.
Right.
Oh, real estate agency. But I think Kathy's incredibly out of touch. I didn't believe one word she was saying. I didn't believe her tears. And then, you know, she's okay. And, you know, but she's very, very happy that Kyle and Mauricio are unhappy. Kyle. Yes.
Kyle.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. She's very happy that, you know, things are amiss. But I did notice like her and Kyle must have the same filler because Kyle's like from here to here looks exactly like Kathy.
And God, you know, it's so hard for me to move because if I move too fast, the hoops are gonna snag, and then my curl will get on the set. So I'm like with no neck. Let me see here.
Well, maybe take off your hoops, and then you'll at least be able to.
No,
you know.
listen, I'm in character. You know,
okay, sorry.
You got to stick with it, and it took time to get the hoops to. Oh, that hurts like hell.
These outfits she wears are not comfortable.
Well, yeah, you know, it's the price of beauty and fashion. So I'm walking in Dorit shoes right now. So, and then like, you know, you see them playing the clip of Erica saying, well, I wouldn't want to fuck with Kathy. Like, you know, she can pull the plug on anything anytime fast. So she's Beverly Hills. And like they showed the clip and Kathy's like, oh my God, you're hysterical, Erica. You know,
yeah, so I'm like,
all an act.
Yeah, you know, but you know, because Sutton and someone mentioned this somewhere in the comments, you know, Sutton saying to Kyle, well, you've already lost 2 sisters. Do you want to lose another one? Are we holding on or
oh, what happened?
Oh, maybe he's having computer issues. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I mean, that was just kind of crappy for Sutton to say that. I mean, she's not her blood sister.
Yeah, that's a very mean thing to say when somebody's had trouble in their family like that. Not okay. Oh, she's back. Dorit's back.
PK just shut the cable off on me. Sorry, everybody.
Oh no.
I am on a budget. PK just said only.
Can't stand that, PK.
We only watch like real channels on TV now, no cable. So, you know, like I'm kind of on Kathy's side. I think that
you just like Kathy.
I do, but like you know, could Kathy have been like more like forgiving towards Sutton's panic attack? I guess, but you know, Sutton knew it was coming. So
well, yeah, I just think Kathy came across as very disingenuous.
Yeah. Listen, going back to like Rinna days, Do I believe Rinna? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I think that Rinna was super dramatic? Like, I was scared. I was
Yeah.
fearful. Yeah. She played that like to the nines. Give me a break. People are
Yeah.
always screaming and yelling and fighting and killing each other on this show. Rinna was super dramatic, but however, I believe every word she said. I believe every word that she said came out of Kathy's mouth.
Well, I mean, like Renna going up against Kathy, Renna would have to know like the amount of money Kathy has. So, like, I kind of feel the same way because if Renna spoke even like 1 inch of a lie about Kathy, you know, Kathy come after her.
Look what happened. She spoke. She's off the show.
Well, that's
So let's be honest. She never made it back after that.
But Renna's time was like up, you know.
Yeah, they definitely needed.
The bottom line is she wasn't lying. She was dramatic and she was too sensitive and she took it to another place. She could have just been like, your sister talked shit about you. It was bad. That was it. But I believe every word that she said, Kathy said. Every word.
Because I think had things went down the way that Rinna said, like Mauricio was there. Mauricio would have heard something.
Either way, Mauricio's always high, Wicked.
Well, he's still, I mean,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, listen, he smokes a ton of pot.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, it's legal in
California, but still. I don't know how many people from the Richards Hilton family we want to screw with right now, but I think we're skating on thin ice. So,
right. I mean, I think someone alluded to the fact that they thought Kathy owns NBC. No, I don't think she owns NBC.
I think she probably could buy it if she wanted to.
Probably.
Well, they don't own the Hilton chain anymore.
Yeah, they sold that. Like I think what they say like a few years back, or
right.
But I mean, like they still.
But I'm sure she still stays there for free.
Yeah, and that Rick still does have like the Hilton Highlands. So
yeah,
there's that. All right, so where are we now? Let me see here. Sutton passes out. Let me see, Kathy. It's a lot. Oh, I talked about the hot flash. Let me see here. Then we get the Kathy thing with Rinna, which we just talked about. Kathy, Mo called. Oh, I liked how they talked about like what happened with Mo and the agency though in Hilton Highland, because for years, we've been saying that the reason why Kyle and Kathy
fell out was because of. And do I think that, I mean, I don't know that Mo poached clients
or he most certainly did.
Definitely.
Or agents.
Definitely.
But, there's certain people.
Kathy said he did.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna.
Is it unethical? No.
I'm gonna put this on a much lower scale, right? Like lower than that, okay? In my business, right? I'm at a salon, let's say 10 years, right? I'm working there 10 years. I'm building up a clientele and I'm working for my boss. And I'm a pretty honest person. I've never screwed anybody over in my life. And that's a true story. And after 10 years, it's time. I want to go out on my own. I have more money, whatever. Okay. I'm going to leave and I'm going to try to do it the right way and not take all my clients and take this one and that one. But along the way, I am going to tell my best people about it because you got to start somewhere. He made those connections for years. He wasn't just going to walk away from them. This is business.
Right. I mean, when my mom started in the business, it was, people didn't keep their own books. I mean, you called, you had someone answering the phone, you had someone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was cussing about but and then she somehow, there was a business and it like just closed very suddenly. And so after that point, Mom was like, okay, I'm keeping my own books. She has everyone's phone numbers.
You work hard for those connections. You work hard for them. You don't own people, but you own the relationships that you make with them. Right, Dorit?
Well, Brooklyn girl, I've heard nothing you just said because my audio keeps going in and out, and I have to keep reapplying it. But I will say,
I wish PK would give you a better budget for that.
right? What I will say is that, like, Kyle kind of defended Mo, which I didn't think he needed defending. When she said, "Well, Kyle had like Mo had the Umansky group, so pretty much Mo, I guess, took everybody under his subgroup from Hilton and Highland with him, right? And I guess that's how they poached him, but those were still employees of Hilton and Highland, and not Mauricio. He wasn't he might have been their sub boss, but not the
Right.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Hilton and Highland were definitely receiving a commission from the Umansky group.
Definitely.
Because they're all connected. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much like the agency itself gets. I don't know if like they get 0.5%. I don't know if they get 1.
Right.
Because I know the commission is 6.
The agency seems to be doing quite well when he has offices like in Panama and Belgium, and, like all these places.
He is racking in the money.
Oh yeah. I mean, and right now he's just the face of the agency.
That's
I
all
would be
he
interested to know when was the last time he actually sold a house, like listed it, showed it, sold it.
I think
that's way below his pay grade now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, right now he's just, focus on building his brand. So in 5 years, he can just kick back and have them dollar bills rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I think it's fair to say that Mauricio built his company off the back of Rick Hilton. I'm sorry. I mean, and Kathy even went on to say, like, Mauricio called on a Thursday and said that he was leaving. And then Rick was like, when? He's like, tomorrow.
But a lot of like, especially like in banking, like when you give your notice, especially like if you're a personal banker, but because my aunt was, like, if you go in and you're like, okay, I give my 2 weeks, they're like, okay, pack up and go.
Yep.
They don't allow you to carry out your 2 weeks for the simple fact that, it does allow you time to contact your contract tax. I can't speak.
I get that.
Also,
can I just put this to rest right now, MW, even though this isn't 90 Day Fiance, Paul wants nothing to do with Angela. Angela most certainly wants nothing to do with Paul. That was Paul trying to clout because he wants attention. And by him saying he's interested in Angela and he wants to date her, that's just Paul being Paul.
Who said that?
Goofball Paul?
Paul Staley.
Oh,
okay.
My God.
Oh, my jeez.
Oh, I heard it all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Paul
I'm
Staley.
just waiting for Josh to make his move.
Paul Staley did a live with Dom Natty, pops his head up every 4 years and interviews people from the show, and then he disappears again. So Paul was up there, and him and Paul were chatting, and he asked Paul, do you see yourself with anybody? I see myself with Angela. And and Angela reposted it. And she called me and she was laughing at it. She goes, you should repost that. I go, hell, fuck no. I'm not reposting.
Hello? Oh, I can't hear. Can anyone hear me? If you could hear me, put a 1 in the chat.
Okay, sorry. I'm back. No audio, John. What happened to Brooklyn? John's having audio problems. It's not unmuting. Oh my God, I'm going to have to carry the show on my own. Oh my God. But can I just say that Paul has like a very specific type of woman that he goes for, and it's not Angela. No way, no how. What happened to Brooklyn? Did she drop down too? Oh, Jury's back.
I'm not muted. I have no computer. This is like the 7th time in a row that I've lost sound, and I'm getting really annoyed in this getup. I don't know why there are ones in the chat. I don't know what the hell was last said. I'm getting really.
I was just saying that Paul has a very specific type of woman that he goes for, and it's not Angela.
No.
And there's Brooklyn Girl back.
Okay, the ones in the chat were because I was the only one they could hear. You guys were talking. They couldn't hear you, so I said, put a 1 in the chat if you could hear me.
Well, I said I'll be right back, so I stepped away.
Oh, okay.
But
now.
you know, Andy asked Kathy, you know, like what got you all back together? And I didn't understand Kathy talking about being at the hair salon and there was no music and there was no one there.
Yeah, that was weird. She was like, I was like the hair salon in like Aspen. Like, which hair salon were you in?
Right. Hi, Pineapple. But I didn't understand. It's like, because they're getting together for the shower. So were they doing wedding hair and she arrived early and she didn't, like, no one was there yet? I don't know.
She was at the stables with Sutton.
Yeah, I don't know where you heard me top off with the whole Angela and Paul thing, but there's no way in any way, shape, or form that would ever happen. That's just Paul leeching on to like the Angela Deem train.
He's so desperate.
Because Angela's making the news, and you know, Paul, and then like you know, in a few months from now, Paul will post some more STD tests, calling his wife a whore, and then you know, then he'll try somewhere else, and then he'll be missing in some gondola in fucking Venice. So yeah.
That was funny.
So that's Paul, and I don't.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and also like going back to why they didn't talk and all that other crap. Even if he did go start that business, bottom line is they have millions of dollars. They have billions of dollars. Why couldn't they let him go and be successful? Like, why couldn't they just let him go? And they're like, we have tons of money. Now it's their turn. You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't they have done that? Poor John.
John's gonna lose his mind.
No, he's just like the Dorit that can't talk.
Should we yawn?
I don't know why he's having so much trouble. I'm always on my phone and I don't have that much trouble.
He's on his iPad.
So
and I
why
don't
doesn't he
know if
just
maybe
go
he
on
should
his
switch
phone?
to his phone.
Yeah, tell him to go on his phone. I do it all the time.
But I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's easier to do StreamYard from his iPad versus.
Oh, is that it? Is that the thing?
That's the only thing that I can think of.
Okay, I don't know. That I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, I get it. I do. It sucks the way they did it, and it's not right, and it's family, and blah, blah, blah. But you guys have been so successful, like, forever.
Right.
So what? Like, let him have it. You know, like, let him, I don't know.
But I mean, and then Mauricio says, you know, like, had they recognized me a little bit more and made me feel valuable, he would have stayed. Do I believe that? No, I think
no,
ultimately
because he wasn't staying no matter what. He got this show. He got his head got so he wasn't staying. You know that.
Yes, John needs a computer for his birthday.
Yes.
I know someone had been talking about maybe doing like a group effort.
That would be great. I was literally thinking that myself. I don't have other people's numbers and I don't have Instagram.
So if anyone is game, I'll get like prices because I know who was it?
He can't hear us right now, so he has no idea what we're saying.
So this is fantastic.
Yeah, it actually works in our favor.
Yeah.
But he would kill us and he doesn't want us doing that. So okay, no more. Dory, can I make a suggestion?
I'm sorry. I just had to scream really, really loudly because I'm getting really annoyed.
I'm on my phone and I don't have that many problems as you.
Can you switch to your phone? Or is StreamYard just harder to do from your phone?
I have a hard time seeing this on my iPad. You want me to go to my little?
No, I'm telling you, I know you think I'm crazy, but on the phone, it doesn't do all this crap. Just saying.
And you wouldn't have your volume issues either. So
I can barely read the comments on the iPad. Like I can't go to my phone. It just.
Oh, right. Okay.
gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. Well, can you like go from your phone and then just like watch your chat from the iPad?
Okay, Wicked. I'm not fucking Kreskin. Okay.
Alrighty then.
I'm not Kreskin.
I'm sorry.
That was really funny. Oh, God. I can't.
Oh, Rick and Kathy are only worth 300 million.
That's it?
They're not Mark Cuban.
Oh, God.
No, Cat Lover, it's not the Wi-Fi. It's not. It's my stupid iPad. My iPad is like, I don't know, I got it in like 2016, so it's old as hell too, but it's the best thing I got.
Yeah, you'll be getting a new computer soon.
From your lips to God's ears.
You will. You will.
All right, so where are we?
So
Who is Kreskin? Really?
Kreskin. Where'd you pull that out of so fast? That's what's funny about it. You pull the shit out so fast.
I don't know who Kreskin is.
What? The magician?
Like an old-timey magician. Yeah.
You don't know?
No.
Well, at least Brooklyn got the joke. So
It's so funny.
I thought it was like an Italian thing.
No.
But Kathy's babbling something about she was at the hair salon and Whitney's getting married. Kathy's doing a terrible acting job because and then she says that she is more sensitive than Kyle is. And I'm like, my dog, when she looks at me like I'm crazy, like, I was like,
Barbie. Kreskin. Okay,
oh.
so my great grandmother would say that all the time. Who am I, Kreskin? Like that's what
So
she would
funny.
say.
That was really
I love me some Chris Angel.
He's been gone a long time, Kreskin.
Chris
Okay.
was probably like the newer age Kreskin. Yeah, I would say.
Like I'm still the guy like that says like, oh, this person's got more money than like, Carter's got pills. Like remember that saying?
Uh-huh.
Or, more money than God, but I don't think God has any money. Now yeah. Well, I mean, you can cuss all you want to because we can't hear you, so it can still be monetized.
Cuss it up.
If you speak slowly, we can maybe read your lips.
But in all fairness, he's never had this much trouble. Like this night's the worst. Like we've had 3 or 4 lives just in the last week that were 2 hours each. And he did great without his computer on every one. This tonight is the first time he's had this much trouble, I think. Right, Wicked?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested, contact me on IG.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I looked on Amazon. They weren't bad. They were like 300, 400.
Huh?
I don't really know.
I've been out of this whole live, I feel like.
Oh, it's
Wait,
okay. Yeah, I just think, Kathy's out of touch. Then they do the Kyle and Mo montage. And, I think I got the impression from this that Kyle has already made up her mind and has moved on.
Yeah.
And, I think she and Mo need to, if they want to make this work, because Kyle wasn't making a whole lot of sense as far as, oh my God, what are people going to think? And,
Kyle hasn't made a whole lot of sense in a hot minute.
Right. And I just think that, if she really wants it to work, that she and Mo both need to put 110% in, block all the distractions. If they need to go to couples counseling for a month and they're on a deserted island and they can only concentrate on each other, there's no phones, no nothing, then that's what they need to do. She does need to trust him and I never truly understood why they broke up. I don't know what led to the mistrust. Oh, it's just me again too. Oh hell.
Hello?
We're here.
This is really, I've never had it happen this many times in one live now. This is.
I know, that's what we were just talking about, saying that, you've done several and hasn't been this much. And I mean, hell, it's not even the busy season. Is it storming there or anything?
No, it's I don't know why. It's the iPad. It just keeps.
Have you tried to like restart it?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like, I mean, totally shut down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to do. So.
it makes me. But
like last night when I was interviewing Scott, it didn't happen one time. Not once. And then tonight, it's every other word I say. It's really,
maybe it's Kathy Hilton.
I'm on Kathy's side, so she shouldn't be that.
Or it's Dorit. So. Dorit doesn't appreciate your attempt at fashion.
I had one hoop that fell out, so like I'm only working one hoop.
Maybe it's the hoops.
This is not my night, man.
I mean, Kyle never, like, she kind of hinted that there was some cheating, but she never really said that they were cheating. And, she's definitely checked out.
And then she says, like, it's not anyone's effing business.
Right. It's like, I didn't understand it. I'm like,
I mean, she pretty much found out that she said that, like, it was Mauricio that broke trust first. That, I mean, like, what could it be?
But then she also alluded to, well, he shouldn't be following women on Instagram and liking. I'm like, seriously, you're going to get upset about clicks and views? You're going to be, and that tells me that she's just super insecure, because originally she said, that he didn't know about the DMs. And so she would go in and just delete, block. But then he found out, oh, hey, but he never responded to anyone. So why is she so upset if he all of a sudden randomly follows me and says, oh my God, your Yorkie is the most adorable creature I've ever seen? Then, and maybe he is a cheater. I don't know, but.
Well, then they showed the clips of him, like, holding hands with Emma from Dancing with the Stars. And like, and then Andy was saying, like, I would never believe that Mauricio would ever have been on Dancing with the Stars, which we all thought the same thing when he was announced.
Right.
Mauricio, because it's, they've only had a handful of housewives on Dancing with the Stars to begin with. And they've certainly never had a house husband.
Yeah, no. I mean, if I would have thought any house husband,
Joey Gorga.
I would have thought Gorga in a heartbeat.
Yes. Joey Gorga. That's who I could see on Dancing with the Stars as a house husband.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know who else would be like good from. I don't know. Just
he's about the only one.
I think Joey Gorga would be the only one I could think of that would be like really. Maybe Evan, because he's good looking, but like Jackie's not that big of a housewife, so that probably would never happen.
Yeah. I mean, Potomac, there's only Atlanta.
Oh, Candace's husband, Chris. I could see him on Dancing with the Stars, right?
Yeah, no, I don't see that.
Is that the one that looks like Usher?
No.
That's the one with the brown junk.
Because he's cute too.
But yeah, the only really house husband I can see is Joey Gorga, because he's
attention whore.
He's a big personality. I mean, all the Jersey husbands are.
Like, yeah. So,
But it
I
just,
don't know.
I don't know. And I didn't understand Kyle's,
Kyle.
yeah, I didn't understand it.
So, and then she was saying, like, I didn't mind him doing Dancing with the Stars because we're like, we're kind of like, estranged a little bit. Otherwise, if we were still madly in love, I'd be jealous of him dancing with the girls.
But
And
even Erica said, that is a very like intimate, even when you're doing a waltz, your pelvises are touching. And, you were together so long, hours upon hours.
I have another house husband that would do it. Terry DeBro.
Oh, he 100% would.
Terry
Yes.
DeBro would absolutely do Dancing with the Stars. I can mark my words. Terry DeBro, Joe Gorga. I'm still trying to think of house husbands that I could think of who are like who.
John Fuda?
No, he's too new. No one knows him. Beverly, yeah, maybe like in 5 or 6 more years if Rachel's still on the show then. But
Yeah.
no,
Not Eduardo or Edwin.
He's not a name yet.
Not PK.
No.
Definitely not Tom Girardi. Oh, Tamara's husband, but I still don't think he's got
Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Eddie would. Maybe because Tamara's a name, but like Eddie's still like, I think. I don't know. Tamara would be on the show before Eddie. I would hope.
Yeah.
So meh.
Yeah, but I think, those two, Terry DeBro and
Joe Gorga.
Because Potomac, they're all kind of single. No, well, Karen's married, and there's a few, but none of their husbands are good personalities. Like I know you don't watch Married to Medicine, but even Married to Medicine, I don't think any of those guys are.
It is when I have more than one person up on the panel, I lose sound because I haven't had the issue once since Brooklyn dropped down. I hope she comes back. Where did she go?
I don't know. You dropped down and then she dropped down.
But I think that's the issue. I think it's when I have more than one person up because I didn't have that problem when I had hoops up. I know that problem with Scott from last night. I think it's when I have multiple people up that my iPad just can't take it. I think that's what happens.
But yeah, now that you say it, and nothing against Brooklyn Girl because I love me some Brooklyn Girl. Maybe that's it.
A slumber party tomorrow, and I need to figure something out because I need to computer fast. But whatever.
Yeah, and then Kyle says, Mo would be the person moving if they, if someone were to move out. And I'm like, okay. And then, they get into the whole Morgan Wade and Kyle. Oh, well, she's a critically acclaimed musician. Why would she need me?
How is she critically, whatever, with that whole thing? I never heard of Morgan Wade before this whole, her foray onto Beverly Hills. And yeah, serious question. So what we're making right now for dinner is a 2-subject thing. We're doing, Cody's making chicken soup for himself. And then we're also making chicken and vinegar for me. So we have a joint chicken venture going on in the kitchen right now.
Oh, okay.
So I have chicken and vinegar baking right now, and Cody is making chicken soup from scratch on the stove. So that's what's happening in the kitchen right now.
Gotcha. But, and then somehow Morgan Wade was like, okay, well, if I play this Lorene gig for you, then you have to be in my video.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second because that was Kyle's best friend since grade school or however long she's known her. And then Kyle has to be given an ultimatum.
Right. Granted, Erica Jane wouldn't have been appropriate for the occasion.
Oh, well, you don't think everything, it's too messy to be me at Lorelei's.
Pat the puss.
You don't think that would have been too much at the memorial service for Lorelei? I'm trying to put the soup.
Hell, you're a housewife, reach out to Candy Burris.
Right. And again, I laugh at Kyle using Erica at like, you have like the whole stadium, like where, football is played, and then you use Erica as your like, I mean, like certainly she could have asked Dorit for like, what's his name? Boy
Boy
George.
George, yeah.
I mean, that would have been more of a show than Erica lip syncing. It's expensive to be me. Like, if I was there at Kyle's white party and she's like, and guess who's here? We have a musical guest for you. I'd be like, is it Boy George? Like, who is it? And then like Erica Jane walks out with that. I'd be like,
Well, I'm convinced that was production promoting her residency.
ooh, these hoops are really look a little.
They're
Really annoying,
you know a lot. Well, you're not a Vanderpump Rules fan, but Lala says something about the bigger the hoops, the bigger the
dick. What?
no, the BJ.
Oh, okay. Well, mine are giant, so I do believe in giant hoops. Like I like the hoops that like kind of hit your shoulder when you're walking. I like a girl in big hoops. That's like a weakness. I love a good hoop earring. I do. All right, so why would Morgan Wade?
I mean, the critically acclaimed.
Critically acclaimed. Like, does she have a Grammy? Let me look her up on Wikipedia.
I'm doing that.
Let me see here. Does Morgan Wade have any like musical like awards that she won for? Let me see. Oh my god, and she's born in 94. Lord.
Overview.
Awards and nominations. She got she was nominated for Americana Music Honors and Awards.
Americana. Not
What is
even
that.
I guess this
that's
is
held at the John Yates Living Room. I'm not sure if you've been to our Americana Awards here, but they're held here annually in Seaside Heights. We have a red carpet and everything. It's very good. And then 2023 Academy of Country Music Awards, which is like a bigger, outlet.
right. But did she win that or just nominated?
No, nominated. Lost, and that's all she's got. Album. She has. Let me see here. 3 albums that didn't do anything. Let me see here.
And her record label, now get this one. Through the
Kathy Hilton Enterprises?
No, 30 Tigers, now Sony Music Nashville later. And then in 2023, they dropped her sophomore release, Psychopath.
But I think it's safe to say that Morgan Wade, nobody knew of, like even like in country circles, and like for Kyle to say, "Oh, she's critically acclaimed," and
right. And did she win
Grammy.
the Americana Music Honors and Awards?
No. Okay. Well, why she's rising, Kendra? Because she was part of the show this season. That's why she's rising. Because Andy said point blank, "Well, you did make her a household name."
Yeah.
And again, we have someone born in 94. How old does that make her? God, I was in 9th grade in 94. Ugh. What is 94?
30.
30 years old. And Kyle is 10 years older than me, and I'm turning 45. So Kyle's 55. So we have a 25-year-old gap there, which is not unheard of. But and then let's not forget also that a few weeks ago, Kyle and Morgan like removed the pictures from their pages and stuff like that.
But then she also said, "Oh, that's all artists do that when they're dropping a new album." Okay, Taylor Swift. I don't think she's removed all of it. We're just going to check. Taylor.
Well, I'm glad that you're like working like those underground country clubs where you heard of Morgan Wade, because Cody's a big old country lover and he's never even heard of her. But it's true, like she's not critically acclaimed. Critically acclaimed saying she has like Grammys,
right?
Oscar, she's been around. It's this girl.
So Taylor's, who we've heard of, out April 19th, she still has 639 posts on her, but calling her critically acclaimed, because I don't even think she won the Americana.
No, she didn't even win the Americana. And, we nominated Morgan Wade for a John Yates Award in Excellence for Country Music, and she didn't even win that one. Okay, so that's how lowbrow she is.
And Stagecoach, I've never heard of it, but I guess it's in Southern California. It's a 3-day music festival.
She is singing with Joan Jett this summer and somewhere else. Okay, and I wonder if she would have had that opportunity to sing with Joan Jett if she wasn't on Beverly Hills with Kyle this season.
Because, granted, Joan Jett has lost her headlining status. I actually saw her in concert a couple years ago. She still puts on a hell of a show. But I don't know so much that Joan Jett is a headliner.
Bougie says Stagecoach is like a live country version of Coachella. I never even.
But is it only in like California?
Well, I would think if it's like country, it would be like in Tennessee somewhere, wouldn't it?
Right. Because Nashville does, what do? They have like a music festival.
Where did Brooklyn go? Let me text her.
Yeah, they have the CMA Fest.
So I don't know. I don't really want to harp on it, but I think that like saying like, Morgan's critically acclaimed, like, that everybody should know her name, like she's Elton John or something like that. That's not.
Because Kyle was very defensive when, Andy was like
she's no Reba McEntire. I'll say that.
No. I don't even think she is. Lauren Elena.
Who is that?
She was on American Idol, who is a country. She was on Dancing with the Star a couple years ago.
So it's in California. It's not even in Tennessee, I guess. Stagecoach. It's in Indio, California, at the Polo Fields. So, I've never been to Coachella. I'm always curious about it, but I've never been there.
Yeah.
But I also am not a concert person. The last concert I went to was the year 2000. It was my 21st birthday, and it was Mariah Carey's Rainbow Tour. That was the last concert. I've only been at 4 concerts in my life, that being the last one. So I was never like, I need to go, like, listen, like, I love music, but, like, I don't need to go to a concert and hear them. Although, like, I do love Mariah Carey, so there's that.
Yeah, the last concert I saw was Joan Jett, Poison, Def Leppard, and Tommy Lee, Motley Crue. With
My
their
order, all 4 of them. I saw Jewel at my at a college when I was a senior in high school before she got kind of big. Then I saw Backstreet Boys in '98 in Miami when they were like super big. That was a fun concert. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed that. Then I saw Alanis Morissette / Tori Amos, and also in Miami in like '99, and then I saw Mariah Carey Rainbow Tour 2000, and then I was good. I haven't been to a concert in 24 years. Damn, when you say it out loud, 24 years.
But, it just seemed odd that, because Kyle was super, super defensive, and I still don't think she answered the questions. I think she's checked out.
And then, hold on, I can't read here. I need my glasses. Mo Love Trust, the Emma thing, holding hands. We talked about that. Oh God, I wrote down so many things. Oh, and then like, so Andy asked everybody like, well, did you think that uh and here's why I like Crystal. Did anybody here think that, they were together? And Crystal, like, and good for Crystal.
Yeah.
I think Crystal deserves one more season because I feel like she has like the keys to be
Like
like,
she's finally coming into it.
yeah, like give Crystal one more season because like I I like Crystal's moments here and there because she's like, well, I did. She was the first person to say something like, well, I
Right.
did.
But look who's left on the cast. I mean, Erica,
Yeah, but
Dorit.
then Andy's like, well, and then Andy like called out me. He called out me, beautiful Dorit Helmsley. And he's like, "How about you, Dorit? What'd you think?" And she goes, "Well, looking at the Instagram photos and everything, it did look like they were girlfriends."
Yeah.
And then who came next? Anne Marie said she thought so. Garcelle and Sutton both said they thought so. So pretty much most of the cast, with the exception of Erica, and Erica thought so too. Erica just didn't want to say it.
Yeah. So Morgan Wade, oh, that's a fan account. So Morgan Wade Music has 13 posts, and none of them were with Kyle. Shows her working out. She's at a show in Australia 2 days ago.
And it's just weird. Like, I still can't get past the part of her telling Kyle, I will do this benefit memorial for your dear friend who took their own life and you're heartbroken over. Only if
You do my
you
music
do a
video.
with me and we make out. Like, does that not strike anybody else as odd?
And then Kyle's like, oh, well, I didn't know the premise of the song. And, I didn't understand the music video. From the woman who has directed her own show.
From the woman who has been doing TV shows since she's been like 4 years old, like Kyle, with all years of like, being in the biz, like didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
Like I would have been like, fuck you, Morgan. Like I'm asking you to be nice and sing a song for my dear friend who just took their own life. That means the world to me. And now you're giving me an ultimatum. I'll do this if you make out with me in a video. Like what? No. And then Kyle says, well, I was like curious about it. Like, if I, I guess she's saying like I'm bi-curious now. Like that was her way of saying that. I was curious about it. Otherwise, obviously I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't curious about it. So that's, that's Kyle like opening a door into like, mild lesbianism. And then let's not forget that Kyle gave Dorit the scissoring.
Yeah, the light scissoring.
Let's not forget, Kyle giving Dorit the scissoring tour on the lawn.
And no one else knew what that was but Kyle and Dorit.
Yeah. Which like I wish Denise was there at that luncheon because Denise would have been like, girls, you're doing it all wrong. Let me show you how to properly scissor. But that's another story for a different day. So I mean, like Kyle has been like laying the tracks for like her approach to lesbianism or biism or whatever the hell she wants to be, and then she plays stupid and naive on the reunion. Like, I don't know. And I like Kyle. I do.
I think Kyle's lost right now.
Yes.
And I do think that, I don't know who said it, but I think it was Anna Marie said, well, this, she's getting the attention that she's not getting from Mo. She feels the love that she's not feeling from Mo.
You're right. You ain't kidding, Red Sox Sarah. Well, that's also another life for a different day. And if we were talking about this earlier, like if there's one Beverly Hills housewife that we could bring back, I would say Brandy. But Brandy ain't going anywhere near any of that shit anytime soon. I'm pretty
didn't
sure.
She file a lawsuit against Andy?
Well, Caroline Manzo, that whole thing with Girls Trip, and now I don't think that they're ever going to air that season now. because
No,
of the whole.
I'm thinking of Leah. Leah filed suit
Oh,
against
Leah's horrible. Like
Andy.
everybody hates Leah. Leah's the worst.
And that, and here's one of the things that Kyle said that I also felt, that she didn't like the spotlight. She would, she doesn't like how her name's being brought out in the press. And, if she had her way, she would rather be in the press for her music versus her personal life. But okay, I'll play your concert,
That's crazy.
if you do my video.
It like there shouldn't have, if anything, like it should be like Kyle, you're my friend. I'd be happy to do this for you.
Right.
It wasn't like she was booking Cher to fucking do it. Like, come on.
Yeah, and I think in LA, as many up and coming, musical guests, and, she probably could have found someone.
So, I don't know. I think it's all shady as hell.
Yeah.
I really do. And like, no, Wicked said that, honey. You could have got Candy.
Who got Wiki?
Yeah.
You could have gotten Melissa Gorga to sing On Display. You could have gotten
Kim Zolciak.
Tardy for the Party.
Kim has 2 songs now.
You could have gotten Joe from the first 2 seasons of Orange County if you want to talk about people who have been singers on the show. Remember Joe, who was with Slade originally? The first person who dated Slade?
Yes.
Joe? Joe was trying to like make it big in the music. Remember that? And then Joe released a single. Oh wait, what about Candace? Candace Dillard. She has songs out there, right?
Oh, Drew Sidora, Portia.
I mean, like I'd rather have Portia over Drew. Just saying, God, they really just pinch in all the wrong places. Oh my God.
Well, take them out, you goof.
I am. I took one out. I have one. I still have. I'm Mr. Teeing it now. I have one in, and oof, God damn it, these
Boy George you love.
They hurt like hell. Well, now I'm Boy George, so like a PK.
You remember Janet Jackson when she wore she had the one hoop earring and she put a key on it?
No, but it sounds painful.
Yeah. That was like her, not Rhythm Nation, before Control.
Another Rhythm Nation.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was Control.
I'm really feeling sad about my life. Wondering what I'm gonna do with my parents. I wish all this hate would stop with Tia Joe. Oh, and then Gia was on Watch What Happens Live. Did you catch that?
Who was?
Gia as the bartender.
And she still sang the
And
song.
she still sang the damn song.
The same way.
When?
Gia was just on Watch What Happens Live as the bartender with Trishelle and some other guy from like Summer House. And she was just on.
Oh, I missed that one.
Waking up in the morning.
Not knowing what to do.
I mean, I know you don't watch Potomac, but Ashley sings, she's got her coffee song and Thriving and Surviving. She's only got the chorus for that. Yes, the Countess.
Oh, where's the Countess?
The Countess and Sonia.
Don't buy you class.
Let's all mourn this woman.
Money don't buy you class.
Well, I mean,
Let's all mourn this woman. Yeah, Luann could have certainly done it for them, I'm sure. And Luann, Luann wasn't on Girl Trip with Kyle. It was who was from New York. Yeah, it was. Was it Luann and
they were at
Ramona? It was Luann and Ramona on the first season of Girl Trip, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm right.
Yeah.
And Kyle was there. Right? Because so I mean, like there was like a connection there.
So Kyle was, she was on with.
It was Melissa and Teresa from Jersey. It was Kenya and Cynthia from Atlanta. It was, and I want to say it was Luann and Ramona from New York.
Because they didn't have them broken down into which cast they were. Because it wasn't Dorinda. I think they actually went out of the country.
Wikipedia is your friend. Okay, RHUGT. I'll give it to you in 1 second. There we are. Girls Trip. So season 1, it was. Hold on. Roni Legacy, Thailand, Ex-Wives Club 1. Yeah, I'm right.
Did you watch the Roni Legacy?
Cynthia, Teresa, Melissa, Luann, Kenya, Kyle, Ramona. Boom.
There you go.
A cheat. What did I watch the Legacy one? Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in it. I thought it would have been better and longer. I mean, I didn't realize that they were only.
Oh, Addie, yes.
Hello, Addie.
Addie, I'm down one hoop because my other ear couldn't take it, but I feel like Madame Inga now. Like, you know.
I'll be right back.
I need a crystal ball like in front of me. But yes. Well, I'm sorry that I've been having so many like audio issues. It's the computer.
It is.
Well, it's the lack of computer.
No, you're right though. It is the issue. We don't have the computer, so that is the issue for right now.
So there's that. So while Wicked's away, and the reason why Brooklyn's not here is because her phone died, so she's charging her phone. Let me see here. What else do we have? You know, and then like Andy asks like Dorit, Kyle the hard questions, like, you know, do you feel like, is there anything going on? And Kyle says, well, she's hot. Okay. All right, you know. And you know, Andy asks them, like, you know, are you guys together? He goes, no, we're not a couple. How do you feel about her? She goes, well, I do love her, like, as a friend.
But it took her a moment. She was like, well, I do love her. And we are friends.
Yeah. And she paused.
Right.
Like the first thing would be like, you know, like her pausing is like her trying to like word the right words. Oh, damn. I just hit my other hoop. It's still in the ear and that hurt like hell. I'm just going to take the other one out because I can't take it anymore. Oh, God.
We appreciate it for the hour and a half that you did.
I don't know how you ladies do it, but this is just torture. And I probably should put them through my earlobes, but I don't trust this. But whatever these are made from, it's nothing that you want to put through a body part of yours. So
not stainless steel. Okay, gotcha.
I'm not putting them through my ears. You know, and then like the $64,000 question was, could you see yourself with Morgan in the future? And what does Kyle say? I don't know.
Yeah, but then I don't, because when I watched the end, it said, you know, Mauricio's still looking for a house. And then 2 weeks later, Kyle flies to Nashville and sits front and center. But then there was a headline saying that she was snubbed by Morgan.
Yeah, I honestly think that Morgan was just using her. I think a lot of people think that, and not you, Kendra, because you're a fan. But I don't know. I mean, like, what a better way to get your name out there is to be on Beverly Hills. And like, I don't know, if I were Kyle friends like Dorit or anybody, like, I'd be like, what are you doing? Spending all this time with somebody like, you know, more than half your age that could be your daughter, and you know, getting all these tattoos all of a sudden, and you know, now you're not drinking, now you're working out, now you're a completely different person. And I, you know, if I was, you know, Kyle's friend, I'd be asking those questions just like, you know, the rest of them did. So
right.
understand Sutton and all them kind of trying to like get on top of it. I mean, was Sutton too much? Absolutely, but I think that the winner here is Morgan Wade. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have been doing the watch parties. Oh my god, my curl, that's really intact. Hold on, I have other hair here. Uh-oh. Cody! Cody!
Glam.
Glam! Cody, Glam Squad! Glam Squad! I need a touch up. No, you're always on the clock. I need a touch up here.
Oh, yes. We
Lord.
definitely click the like button if you guys haven't already.
I need a touch up. Look, I have other hair showing.
I
My
know
curl.
because you love it. You keep
Well,
pulling
no,
it down.
can you fix my? I need Glam over
Well,
here.
I need you in the bathroom then.
Hold on.
I can't.
I need to fix you. Hold on. I need to fix my Glam.
Oh, no.
You want
Not glam.
No,
we don't want to.
You want the
There.
extra. So
No, I
the
don't.
extra.
No, I didn't want that. I promise.
Well, then
You're so funny.
whole thing on your head
No.
and like really tape it down.
Come on, everyone. Hit the like button. Well, John's out.
This and pulling this
I
out.
don't.
Okay, I'll play back the video because I'm taping it.
Well,
So.
why are you putting more hairspray on my hair? In my eye.
Not bad for the number of likes that we have. Welcome, Eric. But I think it's sad. I think Kyle's checked out. I don't think that at this point that she's wanting to put in the work. And maybe she, I don't know, because she had alluded to something like, we had swept things up under the carpet for so long. And maybe she thought that Mauricio would fight harder for her. That's my guess. Is, that he would, fight tooth and nail to get her back and move on. Who knows?
I really do have to sympathize with Dorit. Like, it is very hard to keep up this appearance, but I am.
Yeah, that's why I
I'm
quit.
thankful. I'm as blessed as Dorit to have a full
I
dedicated.
quit.
You quit nothing. A full dedicated Glam Squad at my beck and call 24 hours. So yes. So now
I'm going to work for Dolly.
well, good luck with that.
Go well.
Yeah, and I have to give you more credit because like yours has stayed towards the front of your face and Dorit's had slid back.
Thank you, Wicked. It was all my idea. Don't listen to the person in the back. They have no idea. They're a little manic right now, and it's just too much for them to handle. Like it's a lot being like
Yeah, it's hard to be in your shadow.
So I think we covered everything, right?
Yes, we did.
Shadow. Wow. Okay.
He's so bitter.
Speaking from somebody who always speaks from the sidelines and the shadows.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, mister.
I love you, Cody.
Need something on the side.
So again,
okay?
tomorrow night before we end this live, make sure if you're not a Real Housewife member yet, please upgrade. We're going to be doing our slumber party tomorrow night. And if you've ever seen a Johnny slumber party,
Well, hopefully you can get the more than one
goes down.
panelist.
That's sure
Ex-
So it'll be tomorrow night, probably, I want to say probably 10 tomorrow night Eastern Daylight Time.
So that's
and,
like 10:30, guys.
Yeah.
What shows outside of 90 Day are we going to be doing? Because I was looking at Bravo and like,
Yes, Natty, we're slumbering tomorrow, girl. We got this. Okay, so I have not.
Ooh, John. Tomorrow we could do the slumber. Can you play the movie or no? Oh, you can't. You only. Dang it. I was gonna say we could move the bed out here and we could do like a real slumber party, like. have it
Okay,
set
so
up
I
in
dropped the
front of
ball on Seeking Sister Wives because this week I wasn't expecting interviews, which I'm not complaining about. I'm happy about the interviews. So so there's still gonna be Seeking Sister Wife. I think we're 2 episodes behind now. I don't know. It's like I keep saying stuff and like it doesn't come to fruition because like other things pop up. I know on some, definitely every Monday night we will be discussing Happily. That's gonna be like a staple, like it used to
Okay.
be. Monday nights will be Happily, and then I think Tuesday nights will be Seeking Sister Wife.
Yeah, because Seeking Sister Wives isn't on until Monday night.
Right.
So.
So that makes sense. Jersey, and we're going to be covering Jersey.
Oh,
right?
100%.
So, and we won't miss a hot minute of Jersey. And I already have a couple of surprise guests for Jersey because I've been working on that one. I've been really working hard, guys, behind the scenes, and like my team, like all of us, like I really have to give a round of applause to everybody. Wicked, my mods,
Oh,
my
thank
press secretary, Susie Q, everybody for like kind of putting the wheels back in motion again. And so there's a lot going on. I know we talked about doing Deal or No Deal Island. Is that something we still want to cover?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I've been watching it and it's completely different than what I anticipated it.
Honestly, like if it weren't for like everybody around me, I would. This is all them, and so I owe it to everybody. It's.
I mean, like Bravo is not going to have anything until like Jersey because right now they're doing Summer House, which I've never seen. The Martha's Vineyard.
Summer's House, and obviously, like our, when we cover Housewives, it's our lowest ranking. Like, we didn't break 100 views on this live, but it's Housewives, and that's usually the norm here. I think with Jersey, we'll get more because of what I have in store for that.
I mean, I think Jersey's, everyone's more familiar with that than.
But I think Jersey's on. Jersey starts May 5th, so we definitely got that. We could do Deal or No Deal Island, and I think we missed a couple of that. I don't know. We have to start watching them.
So May 5th is it's going to be on a Sunday?
Is it May? All right, let me look at Margaret. Hold on.
Because they, I thought they're normally like a Wednesday.
It's either a Tuesday or Wednesday night they're usually on. Hold on.
Okay.
Sunday night's usually Atlanta, Potomac.
Oh, I have to share some good news with y'all. So I've been kind of
May 5th. If they moved them to Sundays.
Oh wow.
Okay.
But I'm excited because there's a couple things at work that I've been wanting. So I have a training this coming Friday, and then I have another training coming up, and I'm just so excited. My other training was supposed to be, but she canceled it. So I'm so bummed, but good things happening at work today, which is good because this week kind of sucked.
Snap Cup for Wicked Wisdom. Snap Cup. Here, Snap Cup for Wicked Wisdom. There we go.
Yes. And if you guys are so inclined, please say a prayer for my family. We found out my aunt has stage 4 lung cancer and probably has about a month. So
I'm sorry.
If, I want her to be, no, it's okay. Just hopefully that she's not in pain and so if you're so inclined, please say a prayer. Not to end on a downer or anything.
Well, I mean, I don't know how to bounce back from that.
Well, you want me to go back to the 3 jobs that I'm going back to?
But absolutely, you are in all of our prayers. I don't know what else to say more on this live. I'm sorry for all the connection problems. I know it's when I have more than one person on, I'm gonna have that issue. And the block party, the slumber party should be interesting tomorrow.
Hopefully,
I might have to do that from my phone tomorrow night.
Yeah. So someone asked what my trainings were. The first one is it's called a SME, subject matter expert. And then the next one, it's called an elite fellowship. I have no idea what it is, but it sounds super impressive. And then there's a facilitator training that I'm going to go through, which means that I would help new hires and stuff. Yay.
Do I want to be on season 2 of Deal or No Deal Island? Sure. Sign me up.
I think you would be good at it. I mean, it's, you know,
After the
as
second-
far as like, you know, picking the cases or whatever, but I like that it's Survivor-esque.
Yeah, but like if you know me, like
let's
the
go
one
ahead.
show I would never do
Let's
is
go
Survivor.
ahead and break this
I
down
tried
for
out
a
for a Big
minute.
Brother, and cause you're in a house, you can play Jenga and like swim in a pool and shit. Like I don't want to like just toilet
Wicked,
paper.
let's go ahead
I
and
don't
break
like. I
this
don't know.
down
That's
for
But
Miss
Deal or No,
Tina.
I mean, they look like they're, I mean, yes, they're outside, but it looking like they're, you know, they've got beds and cots and, you know, I think it's looking a little bit remote-ish, but I think they're, you know, I mean, hell, they have toothbrushes
Do you
and
really
clean
think that-
underwear.
Climb through and dig his way through like a
I'm
swamp
very
with mud
physical.
and
I can
everything
do
else,
physical
y'all.
stuff.
Y'all really think he's going to do that?
I was a college athlete.
Do
First off,
you really
okay,
think you're going to be
so
able
never
to
mind.
do that, John?
I'm
Come
super
on.
excited
You're
about
wearing
the
a
upcoming
pink
opportunities.
velvet
Yes,
hoodie
I
right
am
now.
playing a I'm wearing a velvet
with
hoodie right now because I'm
hoops.
being Dorit, but I was an NCAA collegiate athlete. Okay,
You don't even
so
know how to change a tire.
Is that your Little Red Riding Hood, or is that a different?
no, it's different. This is
Okay.
This is velour, and
Velour. Ooh, very
and
pretty.
I had to like break out like
It's
you know
velour, not Dior.
like well, it is it is velour Dior.
It's,
Thank you, guys.
it's velour,
I had to break out the expensive stuff if I
It's
was,
the velour.
you know, if I was going to be Dorit, I had to do it properly. So, and my hoops. And, Lord, I haven't tried out for a TV show in a long time. I just, it's a lot. When you go through the motions and you think you're going to get picked. And I've been down that road so many times that you make it to the final interview and they're like, never mind. And every other casting agent's like, "Oh my God, you're great. I'm going to move you up to the next level." Okay, and then the next person says, "Oh my God, you're great," and then I always fuck it up at the very last interview. I don't know what it is, so I stopped a long time ago, trying to be on TV, and I just figured I'd talk about it instead. So, yeah, but sure, put my name in it. Put my name in there.
I think you would be awesome.
Why don't you be the
Like,
first
I
one
think
voted
once
out?
you got on there, like you all would be fantastic. Like, I don't know how you all feel about Amazing Race, but you know, maybe.
Oh, well, Amazing Race.
John's slow. He can't.
Well, that's a show I really wanted to be on because
He's too slow. I have to carry him too much.
Me and Skyla were actually applied to be on Amazing Race together. And
Really?
yeah, me and Skyla.
You wouldn't want to do it with Cody? Is he not the adventuresome kind?
Oh no, I definitely am. I'd be yelling at him all the time because I'd be doing everything. He wouldn't do nothing. That's why I couldn't go on a show like that with him because he'd be like, he'd look at me and be like,
Are you kidding me? Like I know.
No, I'm not kidding you. You know that you did.
I can speak languages. I know
Yes,
history.
okay,
I've
so
been.
you can talk to people, but meanwhile, physical stuff, I would have
Cody
to do.
would be
I
like
would have
walking
to eat
around
everything.
like
I
a
would have to
restaurant for
jump off
3
mountains.
hours in a
I
row,
would have
just
to,
going like yeah.
carry
So
so
as you can see, that me and Cody could not be
you'd be
together
like,
on the
okay.
Amazing.
Right. Well, they split the challenges because the one year, have you always been an Amazing Race fan?
Yes.
Remember Charla?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
After that season, they were like, okay, you can't make, you know, one person do all the tasks. You all have to split them up.
The detours.
Yeah.
The roadblocks.
Yeah. Please, Charla. I'm so scared. Oh my God. That woman was annoying.
Yeah, I used to. But I don't know. Me and Cody wouldn't work out on that show.
No.
We would be a divorce.
I would leave him at the start. And
You would
finish
leave me.
line.
I would leave you at the finish line. You can't talk a lick of anything to anybody.
You're not physical at all.
At least I can conversate in like
You
3
can't
different
even get
languages.
on a
You can't do dick. You don't know any of my history.
You can't even ride a donkey.
You'd be in Turkey being like, "Where's the turkey?"
No,
Like, no,
I'd
we're
be on
in
the
Turkey,
camel
Cody.
going
They
the
don't
right
serve
way,
turkey
and you'd
here.
still be
That's
like,
where
"Where's
like
the-
this is about.
Where's the bee?
Yeah.
And this
You
is
need
why
someone
we
with
can never be
attention
on
to
a TV
detail
show.
so that you don't get lost.
This is why we can never be on a TV show together because
Okay.
what would happen. So
Oh my
All right. Well, maybe Skyla's a better option.
okay. So I
So-
think we're done. No after show tonight, because tomorrow night will be the slumber party, and that's after show enough. So, yeah.
That's a camel.
Tomorrow
You have
night, 10
Wi-Fi.
o'clock, will be the slumber party. And
Who all is going to be on panel, or is it that a surprise?
well, so far I have Jules and Sophie.
Okay, good.
And those are the only 2 people I asked before this live started, because I had the idea at at a quarter to I had the idea at 9:15. I'm like, you know what? Let's do a slumber party again tomorrow. We haven't done it in years. So I texted Jules and Sophie, they were hip. So
Like Sophie's going to be up way
Addie's gonna
past
be
her
there.
bedtime.
and Addie's gonna be there, and you're gonna be there,
Okay.
and I'm sure
Brooklyn?
I'm sure we'll have maybe a surprise guest or 2, maybe a cast member. I don't know.
You never know.
It depends,
If
so
we're good.
upgrade your memberships if you haven't already. Yeah, tomorrow night again, sorry for the connection issues.
Well, at least you figured out what
Nobody hates it more than me, trust me.
caused it.
And hopefully we figure that out. So everybody have a great night. I will see you tomorrow, and Godspeed. Bye everybody.
Same bat time, same bat channel.